Hello everybody, Jake here and welcome to the hobby. We have good news and bad news regarding the Prismatic Evolutions situation at the Pokemon Center Online. As many people know, the Pokemon Company did not release Prismatic Evolutions in stock on the Pokemon Center Online during the release date as they normally do for many other sets. And even though they did not release stock on the Pokemon Center Online, the site still crashed on release date because there were so many people refreshing the Pokemon Center Online that alone was enough to crash the page even though no stock was released. So I actually agree with the Pokemon Center on this one, is that most likely if I was their VP of operations, I would pull the plug on it because it's not really worth releasing Prismatic Evolutions if you know it's going to crash the site and you're going to get hundreds, if not thousands of angry tickets from people who were not able to purchase products. I think it's a fair decision to wait a little bit on the official release of additional Prismatic Evolution stock onto their website. What a lot of people have noticed is that in a recent update on the Pokemon Center website, they've added a new page for a queuing system. Now I'm going to read to you what this page actually says, which is, "Hi trainer, thank you for visiting the Pokemon Center Online. We are experiencing an unusually high volume of traffic, so we've set up a virtual queue to help keep everyone browsing and shopping smoothly. You are currently in line to enter Pokemon Center. Please keep this window open to stay in the waiting room and do not refresh or move away from this page. You will automatically be directed to the site when it is your turn. Note, waiting in line does not guarantee product availability, and some products may be out of stock or not available for purchase. Thank you for understanding and being patient." So I understand why they're putting together a queue system. This is a very common tactic with a lot of different websites where you wait in line to make it so that the website runs a lot more smoothly when there is a limited amount of traffic that is onboarded onto the website at any given time. I do think that this is a good thing because now you are guaranteed a spot in line and you're not constantly refreshing the Pokemon Center webpage and actually getting blocked by them in some cases once they think you're a bot for refreshing their web store hundreds of times. That's definitely happened to a lot of people before. However, a queue system is not perfect. In fact, it's a very, very flawed system in a lot of ways because one, it still creates a lot of FOMO because whenever Prismatic Evolution stock is released, you have to be notified immediately to get a spot in line. That's not perfect. If you're asleep, if you're at work, if you just don't have data service, you're just sorry out of luck. And I don't think that's very fair either, that if you didn't get notified immediately to wait a spot in line, that you're pretty much still going to be out of products. You're not going to get any products. So this doesn't really solve that issue for those people. The secondary issue is that this doesn't really solve the botting issues. Bots can still wait in line, bots can still enter the queue, bots can still purchase products. This does not solve the botting issues for the Pokemon Center website at all. And third of all, I don't think that this is going to solve the frustration that people are going to have because realistically, you're going to be waiting in queue for upwards of 1 to 2 hours to get onto the Pokemon Center webpage. And by the time that you get onto the webpage, most likely stock is still going to be sold out. So you're still going to be incredibly frustrated. In fact, you might even be more frustrated that you waited in line for so long to log on to a website with nothing to purchase. That doesn't feel very satisfying either. This is a Band-Aid patch. It is a Band-Aid fix. I don't think this really resolves the issue that the Pokemon Company should be addressing, which is the massive amount of bots, the unprecedented amount of FOMO that's currently being experienced. My solution, and I'm just throwing this out there, I'm not the VP of operations, but my solution would be to do a lottery system where anyone with a valid phone number can sign up to have a lottery chance to be able to purchase some Prismatic Evolution stock. The Pokemon Company has done lottery systems in the past for things like Special Delivery Bidoof and Special Delivery Charizard, where you could enter a lottery and you would have the opportunity to purchase products to get a copy of Special Delivery Charizard and Special Delivery Bidoof. This was done in the past and it worked out splendidly, so I don't know why they can't do more lottery systems. The lottery system really solves all the issue because one, you feel like you had a shot at getting products. Even if you don't get products, you still feel like you had a shot. You had a fair chance at it. And it also solves the FOMO problem, because if you enter the lottery, you don't have to worry about when stuff is going to be restocked, because once you win the lottery, you should be able to purchase Prismatic Evolutions at any given time that you want using your lottery given code. You don't have to wait at 8 in the morning or worry that things are going to be restocked in the middle of the night. I know a bunch of people who are onto Pokemon notifications, Twitter accounts, and Instagram accounts, turning on all of their notifications for all of these different platforms, just so that when one of these restocks dropped, they get immediately noticed. And that's not a very fun system. It's very unhealthy, actually, to have that level of obsessions with restocks. And I don't think that this queuing system really solves that. So the good news and bad news. The good news is that obviously the Pokemon Company is implementing this queuing system, and this means that most likely more Prismatic Evolution stock is going to be added, especially Prismatic Evolution's Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box, which I know a lot of people were not able to get their hands on. So hopefully this is good news that there are at least still some stocks available for those that are able to get it. The bad news is obviously this doesn't really solve the issue, and this doesn't mean that there's going to be enough stock for everyone. It's really a short-term patch, and I think with the given time that they had, which is obviously whenever they decided that this became an issue, it really should have been resolved years and years ago, but the Pokemon Company decided now to do it. Better now than never, I guess. But if they have to create a patch to implement some kind of queue system, this is probably the best that they could do given their time restraint. The Pokemon Company, as you guys know, moves at an absolute snail pace. They do not innovate. They do not feel the need to implement anything special, do anything cool, try to advance technology in any way on their given platform. And a lot of the big reasons why they don't need to is that they have no pressure to do any of that. There's no competition. No buyer is going anywhere. When they put any products on their website, it's still going to sell out at the end of the day. And if they know for sure that they're going to have smash hit products time after time again, regardless of what they do, they don't really feel a lot of the pressure to innovate. They obviously need to do some level of innovation to make sure that customers aren't completely furious with them. But as of right now, this is clearly a Band-Aid patch, and hopefully we get a better solution going forward. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this is at least some good news for you guys. Let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll see you guys next time.